This is a deliberate message to the entire world. There is such a thing as intellectual sorcery. I said there is intellectual sorcery. Today, I will explain the reason and beginning of economics. I am going to say something about the societal system that might seem impossible to you. If you are an economic student, maybe you can research wisely and surprise yourself in discovering a thing that was always right under your nose. If you are a part of any unenlightened government system, then here is your chance to stand up for your country with the power to do so. If you ascribe for the people their own supreme bank, not ever privatized, and manage well the resources of the people, if you catalyze full production and make every citizen active, there will never be lack in your country. People, money is just a symbolic but real representation of energy. Energy is worth, worth is abundance. If I charge you $1 to cut your lawn, the way you pay me the value of my energy is by presenting that farm or piece of paper, coin, money, gold, verifying that this is the worth of my output of force. I am not saying that you must trust me. If you don't have confidence, just do the research and try me. Stop trying to depend on someone else's understanding and all will come clear. You don't know me, so you will not even know if I am authentic. Do I know these things? Where and how did I learn? It matters not. You acting on intelligence is 10 times more important. Please press like and support this channel. Hit the subscribe button for there are greater things to say than this. Click the notification bell please. You will receive notification on the next video. Trust me, you all want to hear at this stage the new videos to come. Most people watch videos and forget to press like. I am reminding you again, please press like. If you try to do right for your people, there will be external resistance. The people do not have to agree to slavery. The problem is that you do not choose those that truly belong to the people who will serve the people. Choose among your own and state your will, and your country will be free at that. Demand what you want from the government. Let the government report all to the people they work for. Don't accept the claim that they have a need for secrecy that is best for anyone. Secrecy is never best for you. Also, demand that no law made behind the backs of the masses is law. It is fraud and it is treason. Choose this regardless of what any minority believes, and you will be free. No law that was made that does not reflect the true majority will of the people is truly law. It is fraudulent and treasonous. Demand this regardless, and you will prosper. The moment the bank of the people is privatized, the people become slaves. This is 100% the truth. Not only is it the truth, but it is fraudulent and treasonous, and the people must act against it wherever and whenever it happens. Also, anyone who claims to own any asset belonging to the people, if even by purchase, is criminal. The people should bring him to book. Demand this because your demand is God's demand. Any foreign allegiance involved in this privatization, whether directly or from the shadows, will be the one or the ones that claim to have purchased the people. People, I love you too much. Please open your eyes and take this seriously. A proper running country with productive people cannot be broke, and neither can it fail for cash to perform the government's roles. Once the government holds control of your bank on your behalf with full integrity and person and very productive people, there is no mathematical way that your country can be broke. This is because through the bank, your energy is directly transferred as currency on a perpetual basis. If this connection is compromised by any third party, then your energy will be sucked out by economic vampirism. Anyone who is working hard and producing well, who cannot feed himself well, is being robbed by the government responsible for the order. For example, he sets the value of minimum wage, but that value might be compromised if he chooses, and there is no account. The people must hold him accountable. This is economic vampirism, and it means he takes from you, the poor, to put to somewhere else while ascribing higher value to those that deserve less. I repeat, there is no possible way that the money can be short in the first place unless it is being drained by external sources. The value of any project is already available in the people themselves. Therefore, there was no need to borrow. No one lends money to your country. They simply assess the value already available to the people, use it as evidence to sign off on the project, give it back to the people, and then charge the people for what they owe the people, plus interest for doing nothing for the people. They even overvalue this to the next generation of the populace and force treasonous governments to sell the souls of the unborn. This is why the government falls into a pickle when enough children are not being born. This is why Tufton was asking you to breed up like rabbits. Value is added to a baby's birth certificate and sold by some back and belly rat, a Judas parading as a protector of the people. It is mere sorcery, intellectual sorcery. I repeat, the only thing banks do is to look at proof of the value and authorize the project. They do not actually pay over a cent to be returned to them. That only happens when a peasant borrows from a peasant. If your friend says, lend me a dollar, you hand him a dollar and expect him to pay you a dollar back. The bank will only assess and verify that you are valued that dollar, authorize it as liquid, but they don't give you anything that was not yours. Since they spent no money to give you money, all you should owe are charges. This might give you homework to prove me, but I don't mind. Just take this seriously and act on it. I am not just talking for Jamaica, I am talking to every single nation on earth. In fact, I do not know how much powers small banks in small countries have, but this is the official way of banking. In fact, the bank is officially not allowed to lend money. The principle and purpose of a societal system is not to give freedom, it is to control, it is not to share, it is to own. There was a time, thousands of years ago, when it worked for the good, but with the rise of these psychopathic sociopaths, the intentions went to the dark side. They are using simple tricks that even the most educated of you will fail to see. You are being blindsided by intellectual sorcery. You believe you owe international banks when it is they that owe you. They did not lend you a red cent. It is time for the human empathic masses to rise and claim their value, heading towards the vessel of Aquarius. It will take a lot when you remain divided. It will take a lot when you remain divided, but only a word when you come together. There is balance. I am here to show you this. Take it or not. I am a messenger, but mostly an observer. I want to tell that you are concerned for your own well being. If these vampires are this evil towards empaths that come with a scale and a referee's whistle, they will torment you even more if you do not wake up. We are not of this world, so we expect fair treatment in all things and free will respected. You are of this world, so you will be treated as you choose. Above this point, we will not interfere. Your bank does not lend you money, it authorizes your value. Place this value on account and authorize it in the form of what they call a loan, but it was yours in the first place. The law, in fact, it was yours in the first place, in the second place, and in the third place, even when you pay it back to them. The fact that this is going to be very difficult for the average person to see will prove that it is intellectual sorcery. The contract that you sign and the check you get from the bank is just a statement that this value is in you. It is not money that the bank takes from anywhere. Banks do not give loans, for you cannot give what you do not have. They are in the business of assessing and verifying value for profit. The only thing you truly owe the bank is the charge. If you borrow $100 and pay back the bank 125, you just pay the bank 125%, not 25% as they claim. It's a trick. Their work they value at a humongous and unfair 25%, but the 100% came for nothing. All they did was write a piece of paper, and now you might find this unbelievable. And even the bank manager, the subordinates, and all their colleagues might think I am impossible right now, but they are in a better position to prove that I am not lying. And you may ask, then where did $100 come from? I told you it is the asset value of the subject asking for the loan. It is not only magical in appearance, it is magical. This is where the physical and the divine planes are crossed. You simply write down the value and it is there. It will take you a while to get this. That's why we call it intellectual sorcery. Not everyone has eyes to see. Let me try and show you something. This way it becomes clearer. Do you know that there are secure loans? Some purchases stand security for themselves. Why and how and where does the money come from to stand security? Just as I am saying, it was always there in the first place. If you buy the car is there, but you still owe for the car. The bank did not give you the value of the car. It authorized your value and no cash came from it. You are the value of the car payment. So why do you owe the bank $1,250? Because you are being duped. You owe the bank only for services. You cannot have the one value twice. There is no way but something for one. There is no way you buy something for $1,000, pay service charge for $250 and owe another $1,000. You cannot have the same value twice. If it didn't cost the bank, why must it cost you when it was your purchase based on your value? The bank uses intellectual sorcery and charge you the value of your own money plus their charges. The bank does not give loans. It assess and authorizes value for a fee. I am not kidding you. When we had the golden ages, we also had integrity. That was before the psychosocial parts. Now it is time for you to see. If you are up to it, I can open your eyes to true reality.